big beautiful world called Planet Earth. I watch a lot of feel good movies and a lot of underdog type films that, and it's not just films. It could be TV shows. It could be a lot of different things that it happens. So the reason I bring this up, every single person on this planet, whether they admit it or not, loves a feel good underdog story. Whether it's in boxing, whether it's in football, whether it's in any sport, and it's not just sports. It could be anything. It could be a YouTuber who's starting to turn things around. It could be a gamer finishing a game that they never thought that they would finish because it's like over 100 hours. I believe. And this is just me speaking from personal experience. I believe I'm an underdog story. And I've been an underdog my entire life. I've always been stepped on by the big guns, big guys. And I've also, I just feel like every good, feel good and underdog story, there's a good outcome that happens. Now, I'm not saying we're anywhere near that on my YouTube channel or in my life. I'm just saying I've been an underdog my whole life, and I'm okay with being an underdog. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being an underdog. There's nothing wrong with being the little guy getting picked on by the big guy. No, it's okay to be who you want to be. Don't let anyone tell you in your life that being an underdog is a bad thing, because it's not. You can be the top dog. You can be the best boxer, the best YouTuber, the best NFL player, the best NBA player, the best whatever at whatever you do in life. And then there's those scenarios where the underdog rises to the top. It may take a while for that underdog to get to the top and win a championship or be the best at something. And that's what I'm trying to get at. Say you're an underdog right now, don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Because underdogs win out at some point in their life. Whether it takes 10 years, whether it takes 20 years, whether it takes 30 years, 40 years, eventually the underdog will become the top dog. And it'll take many years for someone from starting from 0 and going to 150 or to 300 or to 1,000 or to 100,000 or to 1,000,000. Every single underdog story that's ever been told, whether it's a sports underdog, whether it's a human underdog, whether it's anything, eventually, from a long time from when you started that underdog story, you'll become that top dog. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a top dog. There's nothing wrong with being an underdog. It takes time to build up that story, that feel good story that every single person wants. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's a sports team winning a championship, whether it's a YouTuber reaching 1 million subscribers, whether it's a musician releasing an album after many years of not releasing one, whether it's a gamer finishing a video game, whatever it is, every single person has been an underdog in their life. Every single person has had that feel-good story that needs to be told. Mine hasn't been fully written yet, and it may never be fully written. I still believe that from the day I was born up until today, and maybe, another 20 years before that underdog story becomes a top dog story. It takes time, takes patience, and patience is a virtue. Every single thing that we've ever done, no matter how small or how big it is, every single person is an underdog story waiting to have their story told. Their feel-good story to be told. And that is what this entire vlog is about. It's about being that underdog for however many years it needs to take, and then eventually becoming that top dog. It may be when you're on your deathbed, or not on your deathbed, when you're about to die. It may be when you're in your 50s. It may be when you're in your 20s. It could be in your 30s. It could be in your 40s. It could even be in your 60s. It's all about how you perceive time and how you perceive your story. Whether you're an underdog, you're a top dog, you need that feel-good story. Every single person has it. And that's what you guys need to understand. And I hope you got my message today, that it's all about how long you want your story to be told. It could be a lifetime before you're top dog. It could be, and it could never happen. With that being said, we've got a couple of birthdays to wish, so let me get into that. So I want to wish Hilly Hindi a happy birthday. I'd like to wish Maisie Richardson Sellers a happy birthday, and Nathalia Emmanuel a happy birthday today as well. So those are all three birthdays we have today. There are going to be a couple more birthdays tomorrow. We got 2 on YouTube and three on Instagram tomorrow. So stay with me for the entirety of this month, because we've got a lot of stories to tell for the month of March. And stay happy, stay upbeat. Be happy, have your feel-good story. Have your underdog story. Have all of that, because that's what's important. Find your love story, and I will see you tomorrow with the brand new vlog. And be you and do what you want to do with your life. And bye-bye.